Please help me welcome Brigs. Take my puns, Maddie.
Start with a box, and you end up with the USS Constitution. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests. This evening, I'm going to talk about the USS Constitution and why it is so important to us. First, let's think about the U.S. Constitution, though. The U.S. Constitution was a series of articles developed by our forefathers in 1789, defined our democracy, freedom, and our justice system. This evening, it's not the U.S. Constitution I'm talking about, it's the United States ship Constitution. Why was the USS Constitution so important? It's because the USS Constitution played such a major role in the history of this country. In 1783, the American Revolution ended, and the new United States said we have to build up our economy. And the way they did that was to send their merchant fleet far and wide. However, there's no navy, and so this merchant fleet fell victim to piracy and that sort of thing. Hence, in 1794, the Congress authorized the construction of 6 new frigates to make up the Navy. Of these 6 ships, one was the USS Constitution. It was finished construction in October 1797. George Washington named the vessel USS Constitution after its namesake, the U.S. Constitution. And it is the oldest commissioned naval vessel in the world today. Now, history buffs, you might say, that's good enough, Brigs, walk down now, we say why it's so important. But it's much more than that, because it plays a significant role in the history of this country. Throughout its active service life, late 1700s to the mid-1800s, it won 33 naval engagements. And of those, the most significant were in the War of 1812, when it defeated 5 British warships. And what is most interesting about that is that at that time, the Royal Navy, or the British Navy at the time, was purportedly the most advanced, best equipped, most powerful Navy in the world. How did the USS Constitution do this? Well, I started the speech saying you start with a box and you end up with the USS Constitution. Well, indeed, I started with a box. And the box is here. And in the box is what became my model of the USS Constitution. 8 pieces, mind you, and I sort of put it together here. Now, when the designer, or as we refer to as a naval architect, designed the vessel, he was given 3 requirements to make the vessel strong, fast, and well armed. I'm going to show in this model how he actually accomplished those 3 requirements. First of all, the hull. The hull is actually sandwiched type of construction. 2 layers of oak planks. In between, there's a layer of closely spaced oak frames. In fact, at the waterline is where the water surface touches the edge of the hull. At the waterline, it is actually around 2 feet thick. 2 feet. It's incredible. And when cannonballs hit the hull, either they bounce back, or they may have got lodged in the hull, in which case there might be some sort of latent activity going on there. In any case, that is how it was called Ironside. That is the first requirement that Joshua Humphreys fulfilled. The second one is speed. We can see that there are 3 masts. The vessel's 400 odd feet long, 43 feet at the widest point at its beam. This particular hull form and sail configuration enabled this vessel to speed at 13 knots, which was quite incredible at that time. The third requirement that the naval architect had to consider was armament. She had 44 guns fitted to her, which indeed was very impressive, again, for the time. To me, building the USS Constitution as a model fulfilled that part of me of a hobby model maker. But to all of us at large, what is most important is what USS Constitution managed over her active service life. From guarding the merchant navy, the merchant fleet, through to impressive battles in the War of 1812. She last sailed in the summer of 2012, on the 200th anniversary of the battle against HMS Guerriere in the War of 1812. If you have the opportunity to go to Boston, I would strongly recommend that you visit USS Constitution to experience in Rio a living legend. Madam Postmaster.